We have to educate each other daily. There are always teachable moments. Why I love being a teacher. Just like when the Freedom Singers came up here. And they look wonderful. They sound wonderful. I'm always touched and moved and inspired by them. So I'm glad they came before me, kind of hyped me up. But, and Sister Harris, she's looking wonderful, sparkly. So I kind of agree. I think it was the, 150,000 that you collected, not 50,000, probably 150,000, sparkling and gleaming and stuff. But they came up, and there are things that I learned just from that few minutes they were up here. The first young lady came up, I think they said her name is Geneva. She was singing, and first thing some of my students would have said, why are they up there if she's singing solo? Why didn't they just stay in their seat? Because they are a unit, they are a group, they were there for support. They weren't singing, but that was a teachable moment, okay? And it was wonderful, a light bulb went on. And then somebody said, go to the stage, and somebody else said, go to the stage. And Sister Harris said, no, the stage is performing, we don't perform. Just because there's a crowd and somebody's pressuring you to do something, you know what you stand for. You know what your philosophy is. That's a teachable moment. Our young kids can learn something from that because education is the great equalizer. I agree. I agree that what you know determines where you're going. There are some things that I've changed in my life from what has been poured into me. I don't just accept things because people teach them to me. I have to filter them and see if they are true before I say amen. Okay? And there are some things that I've heard before. There's one saying that says that you can lead a horse to water, but what? Can't make them drink. I had a dynamic graduate school professor that says you can't make them drink, but as teachers, as educators, we're supposed to make the water look so enticing that they know that they see that there's no choice but to drink. You can't make them drink, but you got to make the water very appealing to them because some kids just don't want to learn. I agree. And then guess what? I was inspired to add a little bit to that. You can't lead a horse to water, or you can lead a horse to water, excuse me, but you can't make them drink, correct? She said we have to make the water appealing so that they want to drink. Well, I add that sometimes we have to teach them how to drink. Some people don't know that they don't know. Some young women have never seen a real young woman, or what a woman is supposed to be and what a woman is supposed to say. Sometimes we have to teach them to drink. They might be so thirsty and want to drink, but nobody ever taught them to drink. Education is the great equalizer. The haves and the have-nots are separated by what they know and what they do with what they know. The internet is full, and it's so wonderful. As soon as Brandon asked me, I was looking at this month's issue of Money Magazine, and there's a little thing on there where you can go. They have online courses now that are free. In so many subjects, you pick the subject, you can take the online course at an accredited university, good universities, Georgia Tech, and so many others, and you can do it for free. If you want to grow, if you want to learn something you never knew. Isn't that wonderful? It's so much out here for us that it's no excuse to be uneducated and to be at the bottom of the world. Because the only difference is education. Education is the great what? Great equalizer. Great equalizer. Don't say it just because we're doing call and response, and we used to call and response, Mother Harris. Say it because you believe it. Education is the what? Great equalizer. Okay? And if you don't say it, go and study some more, and maybe you will agree with me next time. A few more things before I leave. But I'm so excited about this. I don't want to be long-winded, but when I'm passionate about it, I can go a little bit. Another old adage that we had. Well, I'm going to say that. Have we ever heard the statistic? And this statistic was so alarming to me, but I believe it because I teach in the public school system and I mentor and I go around in communities. It says that African Americans right now are the only race of people that relinquish totally to the public school system the education of our children. Do you think that's true? When we look around? Not everybody does it, but the majority, we are the only race that depends totally or more so on the public education system to educate our children. Other races, they teach at home. We have to start teaching at home again. Not just alphabets and phonics and mathematics. They teach them personal finance. They teach them entrepreneurship. They teach them culture. And that's why when they come to school, it seems that they're so much more advanced. What happened? Education started at home. And education has to start at home and in the church and in the communities where we see young people that need education, that want to drink, but they never knew how to drink. It has to start at home. If you agree, just clap your hands right now. Another adage adage that I used to hear, and you guys probably know, when I was growing up, it doesn't show anymore, or if it does, it's probably every now and then. There used to be a commercial that came in with a little shooting star, and you might help me with it. It says, the more you read, the more you know. Yes, thank you. The more you know, the further you'll go. I want to change that a little bit, because guess what? Knowledge is power. I agree with that old cliche also. But if it just sits there, if I have a brand new Ferrari in my garage and it just sits there, the power is never used. And guess what? It will stop working. Even if it's brand new off of the belt, it will stop working if I just use it, leave it there. So knowledge is power, but applied knowledge is power. So instead of saying the more you read, the more you know, the further you go, and reading is fundamental. Readers are leaders. You can read up on anything now and learn how to do anything. But it's not the more you read, the more you know, the further you go. It's the more you read, the more you know. The more you do with what you know, the further you'll go. Clap your hands if you agree with it.